Okay,
Okay.
recording now. Yeah.
So you will get an email giving you the link to the recording. That link you should share with others on the
Okay.
WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Another thing is you have to remember that this recording will not remain on the cloud for more than 7 days or 3 days. So जिसको भी link मिले उसको download कर लीजिएगा. You can
Understood.
download it because
I think
otherwise
it
it
will
will
go.
not.
Yeah. I think that link will go to Subbu's email, but I will today only I will sort it out.
ठीक.
Yeah.
I'll have to sort out as to why I can't record anyway. चलिए. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी. विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा. ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः. We will start with verse number 6 today. Repetition.
Sorry for just a small. If I do the recording, it will be recording your voice only, na?
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be recording the entire session.
Okay.
So verse number 6. Dhanu paushpam maurvi madhukaramai panchavishikha. Everybody's got verse 6. Dhanu paushpam maurvi madhukaramai panchavishikha. Vasanta samanto malaya marudharyo dhanarathah. तथाप्येकः सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपा पांगते लब्ध्वा जगदिदम् अनंगो विजयते. So here Acharya says that the Ananga because he does not have a body. Now, desire does not have a body, right? Desire is formless. Desire के लिए कोई आकार रूप कुछ नहीं होता है, and it just comes. And when desire comes, that desire overtakes us in manner where we cannot control it. That is our normal nature. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, very clearly he says in chapter 6, which we will be studying, where he says that you should sit down and meditate. Now you should sit down and meditate, and he who can meditate, he will reach Param Dhamam. But Arjun says, my mind is so like a monkey. My mind is always chanchala, asthira. Chanchala means it is all the time moving from one place to the other. And asthira, even in that one place, it will sit and scratch itself. The monkey cannot sit in one place. वो एक टहनी से दूसरी टहनी, and then from the second टहनी, it will sit and it will scratch. So, same way, because our mind keeps jumping, therefore our desire, and it jumps because of our desires. So, again in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 63-64, he says that what you are looking at, what you keep watching, what you keep doing, it will keep on giving you attraction. That attraction will lead to desire, and so on and so forth. So the indriyas, we are controlled by our indriyas. And here he says, Acharya says that desire rules his entire world. He rides on a chariot, which is indriyas, which cannot be conquered. Ayodhana Ratha. And he is accompanied by sensuousness. Vasanta, which is the spring season. The spring season obviously brings with it the newly blossomed mango flowers, it brings with it the new life coming over, and so on and so forth. Right? All the flowers come up alive, and it is accompanied by the Malaya. Malaya is the southern breeze carrying with it the smell of sandalwood. Sandalwood, incidentally, in Ayurveda, is also used as a tool for sexual arousal. So for people who are suffering from sexual disorders, they are actually told to use sandalwood paste for them to be able to overcome that. Now, sandalwood, therefore, in a medicinal value is in that region. So therefore, very clearly, Acharya is clearly telling us that we are all ruled by desires. But who gives that power to Kamadev? A fraction of her power is what Kamadev received. How did Kamadev become? How did even Bandasur come about? Bandasur came about with the Kataksha Drishti of Devi on the ashes of Kama. When Kama was burnt by Rudra, Kamadev tried to create desire in the heart of Shiva, and he succeeded. But then Shiva managed to control the desire. His third eye, he turned it inward and he killed the desire. He burnt the desire. So the external manifestation mythological story is that desire became ashes. Then that ashes fell down. Kamadev became Ananga. Rati prayed to Devi. Rati is one of the known Devi Upasakas. Kamadev himself is a Devi Upasaka. So Rati prayed to Devi. We have seen this in Lalita Upakhyan. So then Rati prayed. He gave a kataksha, sidelong glance, and that one glance was enough to arouse the ashes into a living being called Bandasura. And she promised Rati that the Kamadev will come alive again. Because Shiva is desireless, this entire world becomes desireless. So therefore, she, as Parvati, will create the desire in the heart of Shiva. And therefore, in the first verse, what does it say? Shiva cannot have spandanam also without the power of Shakti. Then in verse number 7, Kanat Kanchi Dama Karikalabha Kumbhastananata Parikshina Madhe Parinata Sharat Chandra Vadana Dhanurbanan Pakam Srinamapi Dadhanam Karatalehi Purastadastamna Puramati Turaho Purushika. So Purushika. So Puramati, the person who killed the Tripuras. The Tripura here can indicate multiple meanings. We have gone through that last time. Here the ornaments and the ayudhas of the Devi are described. We have seen that in Lalita Sahasranamam also, that she has the ayudhas. Dhanu, Bana, Pasha and Shrini. Right? Ankusha. So this is the four things that she is holding. And her breasts are, if you look at a picture of an elephant, you will see on the forehead, there are two bulges. The elephant has two bulges, beautiful round-shaped bulges. The breasts of Devi are described as full round-shaped bulges similar to that of an elephant. Now, on the forehead of the elephant. Kari Kalabha Kumbhas Tanata. So why is the breasts, why does the Acharya have to describe the breasts? Because the breasts indicate motherhood. They indicate the fullness of a breast is when there is milk in it. When there is milk, when is there milk in the breast of a woman? When there is a child, right? Unless like today, you go to the dairy, they will give some hormonal injection and all the cows will produce milk even if they have no calves. So not like that. Because she is the mother of this entire universe, she is always, her breasts are full of the motherhood. Of motherhood of what? She is exuding, her milk is the milk of Amrita. Which means that when we are imbibing her essence, we realize that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the intellect, we are she herself. It is she who encompasses this entire universe, both in the form of Maya and in the form of Maya Tita. Trigunamayi, Gunatita, right? We have in the names we have seen both the names. Trigunamayi we have seen in Lalita Sahasranama, we have seen Gunatita. So when she is Gunatita, she is Parabrahman. And when she is Gunamayi, she is Ishwari. And in both forms, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, you gave this beautiful example through a beautiful explanation to help us understand the Advaita philosophy. Because see, Acharya said Jagan Mithya, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, when people reinterpreted that means saying that Jagan Mithya, Jagan does not exist. How can he say that? Am I not existing? मैं तो exist करता हूँ, right? You are existing. I can see you. I can see Meena ji separately taking off her glasses, putting her glasses. I can see everything happening. तो हम तो अलग हैं. तो कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि there is Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya? Because at the Ishvara level, when we have Ishvara Bhava, we are operating from Jiva Bhava. Jiva Bhava means that we realize that we arise from Ishvara and we go back into Ishvara. When we arise from Ishvara, our essential nature still is water. When we merge into Ishvara, our essential nature is still water. Hence, we can always say, Aham Ishvarosmi. No, we cannot say that. We can only say, Aham Brahmasmi. We cannot say we have Aham Ishvarosmi, because each wave is smaller than the ocean. The ocean is greater than the collective of all the waves. She is greater than the collective of all the jivas. But she also, in the Ishwari form, is only a manifestation of water, which is Brahman. Hence, the wave, first it is in the identification of body, mind, intellect. It says, I am tsunami. मैं ये कर लूंगा, मैं वो कर लूंगा. I have power, right? I am the person who can do this. So in Bhagavad Gita, there is one shloka when the Daivasura Sampad, in that shloka, he very clearly says about people who are in the Asuri Sampad. They say that I have wealth, I have health, I have looks, I have people, I have connections, I have power. Whatever is there, I will take it for myself. That is Ravan. That is the behavior of Ravan, right? But what happens to Ravan? When you stand up with that Asuri Sampad, the Daivi Sampad will always destroy it. So we start with that Asuri Sampad. We all start in that same point. Then that Asuri Sampad, we suddenly realize, oh, that is not enough. I cannot be this. So then you look around, you say, oh, there are so many other waves. Some are also bigger tsunamis, some are smaller tsunamis, smaller waves. But they are all essentially coming from the same source. And then from that same source, then you understand that there is this source. And you try to go beyond that source, and there is Brahman. We have to understand that the human mind is not capable of capturing the formless. It is not capable of understanding the abstract. If I tell you, imagine the distance from here, from Mumbai to, Meena ji lives in Savai Madhopur. But imagine the distance from here to Savai Madhopur. Imagine. You cannot. Right? In your mind, you cannot even imagine that much of a distance. I ask you, imagine the distance from here to Pluto. Your mind is already reeling. And now I am saying that imagine this entire cosmos. Not possible. Imagine, or even forget, realize. I'm just saying even understanding intellectually is not possible by us. And hence there is the need for a specific manifestation to which we attach ourselves. And Acharya says that the highest manifestation that we can attach ourselves to is the form of Devi, where she is encompassing this entire Prakriti, because Prakriti is she herself. So we move to the next shloka. This is a very beautiful shloka which describes the role of or where Devi lives and the roles. Sudha Sindhor Madhye. I will go word by word. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite. Suravitapi Vati Parivrite. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi. Sorry, Vitapi. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite. So when I did Akar there, the Chanda was not coming correctly, and I was wondering where am I making a mistake. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite Mani Dvipe Nipo Pavanavati Manidvipe Nipo Pavanavati Chintamani Grihe Manidvipe Nipo Pavanavati Chintamani Grihe Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite Manidvipe Nipo Pavanavati Chintamani Grihe Shivakare. Here the akar will be slightly extended. If you can see, there are two squiggly lines, which basically means Shiva akare. So therefore, we will put it together. Shivakare manche, Shivakare manche, Paramashiva paryanka nilayam. Shivakare manche Paramashiva paryanka nilayam bhajanti tvam dhanya. Here the visarga has to be up. So only aspirated. Bhajanti tvam dhanya katichana chidanandalaharim bhajanti tvam dhanya katichana chidanandalaharim Shivakare manche paramashiva paryanka nilayam bhajanti tvam dhanya katichana chidanandalaharim Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite. Sorry. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrite Manidvipe Nipo Pavanavati Chintamani Grihe Shivakare Manche Paramashiva Paryanka Nilayam Bhajanti Tvam Dhanya Katichana Chidanandalaharim. So he says that this flood of consciousness and bliss, Chit Ananda Lahari. Chit Ananda Lahari. So, Chidananda Lahari. Bhajanti Tvam, तुम्हारा भजन करते हैं. कौन? धन्याहा, blessed few. Very few people can do this. Katichana, dhanya katichana, right? Blessed katichana, few, very few. So only a few people are blessed enough to be able to worship you through or serve you in this flood of consciousness and bliss. Here Acharya is using a double meaning. There are only few people who will be able to reach to Soundarya Lahari, this text itself. That is one meaning. कि ये टेक्स्ट जो है ये मैंने लिखा है, ये मैं लिख के तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारी सेवा के लिए लिखा है, और ये only a few people will be able to study it. Only a few people will be able to use it to serve you, to worship you. The other meaning is that you are the flood of consciousness and bliss. Oh Mother, you are Chitta, you are Ananda. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham. Right? If I am Chidananda, then where is that Chidananda come from? That Chidananda has come from you. It is only a part of you. You are the ocean. You are the ocean. You are the flood. Laharim. Chidananda Lahari. You are that ocean. So here is that analogy that I keep talking about, right? The wave, the ocean, and then water. Here is the ocean. You are that ocean from which we, the Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, I have arisen. Even in the earlier shloka, we saw that I, Aho Purushika, I am conscious. That exclamation of my being conscious itself comes from you. I am Shiva, but my consciousness comes from you. So here comes this saying that while I know that I am conscious, I have become Chidananda, but even then, if I have to serve you, only it is you, the ocean from which I have arisen. Now, where are you situated? Now, in the earlier shloka, we saw the form. The physical form of Devi, of Lalita, four-handed, heavy-breasted, right? She is decorated with kumkumam, kumkuma vilepanam. We have seen that, right? So we have seen that she is. So now here he describes Sudha Sindhor Madhye. Sudha Sindhu. Sindhu means Shiva, means ocean or sea. Sudha means nectar, Amrita. In the center of the ocean of nectar, of Amrita. Now, Amrita means that which does not die, right? That which allows you to live forever. People, I have seen this. Oh, people, somebody बहुत बीमार है. अच्छा एक काम करो, मृत्युंजय मंत्र का जाप करो. What will happen? मृत्युंजय मंत्र का जाप करने से, will that person survive? Ultimately, that person will die. There is no option for that person. That because that person is a body, the body will die. Sasharira Chiranjeevi. There are the 7 of them who we have known, right? Vibhishana, Hanuman, etc., etc. But Sasharira Chiranjeevi, we are not Sasharira Chiranjeevis. We will not live. Even Hanuman also, Sasharira Chiranjeevi only to a certain point. After that, when Mahapralaya happens, he will also get merged. So there is no physical being that will survive. So when we say Mrityor Mukshiyam Amritat, it basically means give me that consciousness that I am that which will survive the body, mind, and intellect. Vasamsi Jirnani Vihaya, he says. Like the clothes that are discarded, I will discard this body and I will take on a new body. So that is Amrita. So you are sitting in the middle of that consciousness which causes us to realize that we are nothing but the self. Now, at a physical level, what does this mean? For this, we have to understand the physical body, how it operates. So at the energy level, I did not want to get here, but then somehow Soundarya Lahari is forcing me to do this. We have 7 major chakras in our body. 7 major chakras. The root chakra or the bottommost chakra is called the Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara chakra, we actually have 14 chakras. We have 7 chakras from Mooladhara to upward. We have 7 chakras from Mooladhara downward up to the feet. The downward chakras are energy withdrawers. They take away energy. And the chakras above are the energy risers. They cause the energy to rise, moving towards the towards yoga. So the deity of Mooladhara is Ganesha. Hence, Ganesha is worshipped first because he is the person who holds the gateway to rising upward. So Mooladhara chakra. Physically, where is it situated? It is near the perineum. Perineum means the place between the sexual organ and the anus. वो वाली जो area है, उसके पास at a. So it is not a physical thing. The chakra, you remember, it is not a physical thing. It is an energy thing. But it has a location. So the energy field. So a chakra, what is the chakra? The chakra is basically a place called a plexus. It is a conjunction of where a lot of energy nadis are coming and meeting together. So there is Mooladhara chakra. Then the sexual organ and around it is the second energy point called the Swadhisthana chakra. Then just below the navel is the Manipuraka chakra. Then near the heart is the Anahata chakra. Near the throat, there is the Vishuddhi chakra. there is something wrong with Zoom now. It is saying that the meeting will end in 10 minutes. So I think, okay, now I understand what has happened. I have my paid, this paid subscription has ended. That is why all this problem. So let me see. Let us hope that this does not cancel it in 10 minutes. So what happens is, here, the Vishuddhi Chakra, then the Ajna Chakra, and then the Sahasrara Chakra, which is slightly above the Brahmarandra. Now, these 7 chakras, they also have the way our body system works. The Mooladhara Chakra it controls the earth element. Swadhisthana Chakra controls the water element. The Manipura Chakra controls the fire element. The Anahata Chakra controls the Vayu element. The Vishuddhi Chakra controls the space element, which is why it is at the throat, if you see, right? So, and then the Agya Chakra, which controls the ego. Agya means order, right? Instruction. When will we take instructions? When we don't have ego. If you have ego, you cannot take instruction. ऐसा करो, नहीं, क्यों करूं? मैं बोलता हूं ऐसे नहीं करेंगे हम. So this is therefore Agya. And the ruler for this is the Guru. When we take orders from the Guru, then it moves from here to the Sahasrara Chakra, where there is no, it is beyond all the physicalities. Therefore, there are Bijaksharas for all of these. The Bijakshara for the Mooladhara Chakra is Lam. Then Swadhisthana, Vam. For Manipuraka, it is the fire element, Ram. Then for the earth element, for the Vayu element, Yam, Hum, Om. And then obviously this is also Om. So this is the system. But when you have realized where does your self reside, because the body is still living, where does it reside? It comes down to what is called the spiritual heart, not the Anahata Chakra. The spiritual heart, which is situated somewhat to the right of the Anahata Chakra, and it is between the sternum and the right nipple. That is the place for what is called the spiritual heart. That is the place you will point to yourself. आपको यदि पूछे, आप किधर है? इधर. We never say, मैं इधर हूँ, मैं इधर हूँ, right? मैं इधर हूँ. आप किधर है? इधर हूँ. You always point to the spiritual heart. So that spiritual heart, and it has been very interesting. People who are left-handed also point to the right side. They don't go to the left side and point. They cross over and they point to the right side. Instinctively, our body knows where the self resides. Now, where is this? This is in the middle of the Sudha Sindhu. The Sudha Sindhu. Sudha Sindhu क्या है? कुंडलिनी है. कुंडलिनी की सुधा सिंधु के बीचों बीच कौन है? मैं हूं. मैं कौन है? देवी है. Sudha Sindhor Madhye. And in the Sura Vitapivati Parivrite. So she is in the what is called the no, we'll do that next. I'll explain that a little later. Manidvipe. In the island called Manidvipa, Nipo Pavanavati. Nipa is Kadamba, pleasure garden. Nipo Pavanavati. So the wind coming from the Pavan, from the Kadamba trees. We have seen earlier also, right? That she is living in an island which is surrounded by Kadamba trees. Chintamani Grihe. She is the source of all desires. She is the source of fulfilling all desires. Chintamani Grihe. Chintamani. Right? So here the meaning of Suravati Pinam means basically Kalpa Vriksha. So the place leading to her, Chintamani, is that there is an avenue that is leading to her source where she is sitting. And that is the Suravati Vati Parivrite. Parivrite means surrounded by or lined by. So there is an avenue है, रास्ता है, और दोनों साइड में क्या है, कल्प वृक्ष है. तो आते समय हम क्या कर रहे हैं, कल्पना कर रहे हैं देवी के बारे में. उस कल्पना के पास पहुंचते पहुंचते when we reach her, all the chintas that we have, they get fulfilled. Chintamani grihe. And now how is she sitting? Shivakare manche. See, she is sitting on a throne which has 4 legs. The first leg is Brahma, creation. Second leg is Vishnu, maintenance. Third leg is Rudra, which is dissolution. Fourth leg is Ishana, which is the fourth function of Paramashiva, which is Tirodhana, which means to conceal, to cause Maya. And the fifth function is Moksha. Who gives that? Paramashiva gives that. But where is Paramashiva sitting? He in the next word we see Paramashiva Paryanka Nilayam. He has made a plank of Paramashiva. तो 4 पैर तो हो गए, मगर जो पाठ है जिसके ऊपर बैठना है, that is Paramashiva, and she is sitting on that. She is sitting on that, right? To you, O Devi, we are worshipping. That is the place where she is sitting. That is how she is described. Amazing, isn't it? So beautifully, we see that how Advaita, see, Acharya is so very clear. He was so ingrained in Advaita thinking that even when he is giving us a Dvaitic form, a worship of a particular form, which is not me, so then there is 2. But he very clearly indicates that that 2 is only till that point when we reach her. When we reach her, it is 1. So Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravita Pivati Parivrite Mani Dvipe Nipo Pavanavati Chinta Mani Grihe Shivakare Manche Paramashiva Paryanka Nilayam Bhajanti Tvam Dhanya Katichana Chidananda Laharim. Now we will carry on with the Annapurna Stotram. So we had the second shloka to do. First shloka, if you remember, the first shloka we said, Nityanandakari Varabhayakari Soundarya Ratnakari Nirdhuta Khila Ghora Pavanakari Pratyaksha Maheshwari Praleyachala Vamsha Pavanakari Kashi Puradhishwari Viksham Dehi Kripapalambanakari Matan Purneshwari. Now the second shloka of the Ashtakam. Nana Ratna Vichitra Bhushanakari Nana Ratna Vichitra Bhushanakari Hemambaradambari Hemambaradambari Nana Ratna Vichitra Bhushanakari Hemambaradambari Muktahara Vilambamana Vilasadvakshoja Kumbhantari Muktahara Vilambamana Vilasadvakshoja Kumbhantari Muktahara Vilambamana Vilasadvakshoja Kumbhantari Kashmira Garuvasita Kashmira Garuvasita Ruchikari Kashmira Garuvasitanga Ruchikari Ruchira, sorry. Kashmir, Ruchikari also is another. I originally learnt it as Ruchikari, that's why it came. Kashmira Guruvasitanga Ruchira Kashi Puradhishwari Viksham Dehi Kripapalambanakari Matan Purneshwari Viksham Dehi Kripapalambanakari. Oh Annapurneshwari, give me your Kripa, give me your grace. Give me your grace means that make me remain open to your grace. Her grace is ever flowing. Her grace never stops. She is grace herself. She is Kripa. Her name itself is Kripa Mayi. She is the form of grace. There is no way that she can stop the grace flowing from her because that is her essential nature. But it is we who are not open. Khidki band karke we say there is no sunlight. Nana Ratna Vichitra Bhushanakari. Nana Ratna, the multiple of different jewels are all part of your ornaments. Hemambara, Hema is gold. Go Hemambara, Adambari